Nope. So don't get too fancy. That would be helpful. Hey y'all. Hey Antoinette. I know I've been missing the action, right? Hey Tracy. Hold on. Let me make sure I can see all the comments, cause here we go. There we go. Hey Benita. Hey y'all. I'm bored. I'm sitting at my sister's house, so I ain't got nothing else to do. I think she's asleep. Yeah, my sister's asleep. Hey Chanel. Oh, hold on. Let me make sure y'all can hear me too. I don't have my mic. I don't have anything on me. I just got me. I've just been quiet. I don't know. I've been kind of enjoying not having to record anything. I just been quiet. I've been minding my business. But how y'all been doing? Y'all been okay? I will say this. I have actually a video coming up with Love Me Hair. They sent me out a unit. So I actually do have to record a video. Cause it was so funny because when they hit me up, I was like, y'all know I ain't recorded video in like almost a year and a half now. So, but they wanted to work with me again, so I was like, okay, I'll go ahead and do it. I ain't got nothing else to do. I'm bored. Plus, I I'm I felt up to it. Yes, it's been hot, very hot. I'd be glad when it cool down because it's too hot. I don't like this weather. I'm all for me. I like the fall weather and I like spring weather. Summer and winter can go on somewhere, but fall and spring, yeah, two of my favorite times of the year, spring and fall. Well, spring I wouldn't say so much because spring actually with the allergies is horrible. So, but spring is okay though. I don't mind it. Yeah, so let me tell you, my daughter, I dropped her off at school yesterday, and y'all be proud of me. I didn't cry. I was good. Still a G, ain't cried yet. I guess it hasn't really fully hit me that she's gone away at college now. But I'm so proud of this girl, y'all. Let me tell you. So first of all, we were talking with financial aid, and as we were talking with financial aid, her scholarship award letter came through, and she's covered for all 4 years. Her tuition is covered for all 4 years. Um, so I'm super happy about that. I was like, oh, thank you, Jesus. I've been praying about her in the scholarship since she applied for it. And we just now got the decision yesterday because literally, as I was moving her in, as we were getting ready to move her in, she got that award letter. Y'all, I'm so proud of this girl. She totally knocked it out the park graduating high school. So she got her 4 year scholarship. Plus, she got the Hope Scholarship they said she wasn't qualified for, but come to find out she was qualified for. So she got her Hope Scholarship. Like she knocked it out the park. I'm so proud of this girl. But it's crazy though because when I dropped her off, I was like, okay, I'm gonna cry. I didn't cry though. I was so happy for her because she looks so happy to be there, and I've been praying over it. When I tell you, it. I just been praying. Hey, Mr. Red, I just been praying. So that's why I kind of been quiet out the way because I just been trying to focus and make sure she's straight because I kind of did neglect her because it's been a rough couple. It's from from last year. It's been a little rough. It's been a little rough, and the year before last was even rougher. So I just been kind of trying to pull it together for her, because the year before last, I was a fucking mess. Okay? A mess. But my baby got her scholarships. We are good to go. I'm so proud of her. I'm so happy for her. Proud mama. So dropped her off yesterday at school. She's only maybe about 2 hours and 45 minutes away from home. So I told her I wasn't gonna smother her. Hey, Marquita, I'm sorry, Lord. Hey, yeah. Uh, God is so good. Look, God is so good. I cannot say that enough. I cannot say that enough. It's power in your tongue. If I put it in the atmosphere, she put it in the atmosphere. I've been praying. Okay, I pray over all my kids regardless. I pray for them every single day. I speak abundance over them. I speak favor over them. I speak for them. So when she showed me the email for her scholarship award letter, because we were, like I said, we were sitting talking with the financial aid advisor, and we were going through everything and all the paperwork and stuff. And when she got that letter, I damn near cried. Now, I didn't cry leaving her, but I damn near cried, because I just knew, I was like, you gonna get it. Because we didn't get the award letter before we left from the house. And as we were sitting there talking about financials, that's when it came in. Because I was like, oh my goodness, how am I gonna work this out? Because I have not been working. I just been kind of going through the motions, and I thank God for Tony, because he's definitely been helping. He's definitely has been bearing a lot of the weight, and so he's been very understanding, and just going through the motions, and just talking it out. And when that came in, oh my goodness, that relief was just going off my shoulders, because I was freaking out. But God is so good. I cannot say that enough. God is so good. I told her, I said, I tell her all the time, she is anointed, blessed, and highly favored. I am not, I'm not super religious. But I have my faith. I know there's power in the tongue, and I know when you walk in faith with him, he'll show you. She did the work. She did the work to get where she's at now, and I'm so proud of her. I can be so proud of her. I'm super proud of her. Okay, 4 years she is covered for her tuition. She's covered for her room. She's covered for housing, and then she also has her other scholarship came in. So my baby is good. I told her, I said, you're going to walk into college debt free, you're going to walk out of college debt free. And I'm going to say that until she graduates college. You understand me? If she wants to pursue it any further, she's going to pursue it further without any debt. Okay? My baby, she going to finish, she whatever she wants to excel in, she's going to excel in. I have no doubt about that. Yes. And when I tell you, she stayed faithful as well. She prayed, and I told her, I said, don't worry about it. Worrying will stress you out. I'll do the worrying for you. You don't stress out. You focus on what you got to focus on. I'll do it. But yes, I'm so proud of her. It just feels so weird, because now when I go home, I'm like, oh, she's not in her room. Because when we got home last night, I was like, dang, I only got 2 kids with me. And they the rowdy ones. Cause she's so quiet. I would know she's in the house, but it's just that presence. I don't feel it. I don't feel it. It was just gone. Her presence was just gone from the house. I was like, dang, I'm stuck with y'all 2 crazy kids. But no, I'm so proud of her. Super proud of her. Like, I have no doubt she's going to be fine in college. Like I said, she's only 2 hours. About 2 hours and 45 minutes away. So we are good to go. We are good to go. But Yeah, I've been trying to get my mental straight because I have my good and bad days. I do have my good and bad days. Like, I can tell you, I can definitely tell you, some days I just, it ain't there. Some days are just not there. So, yeah. But, are y'all kids back in school yet? Well, by now they should be, right? Most of the kids, anyway. I know New York probably isn't back in school yet. I think they go back to school like in September. But like for the kids who are up north, because I'm here in Georgia, so our kids started. The elementary school kids started last week, and then middle and high school kids started this week, Monday, and then my daughter, she starts her college classes. The one that's in college, she starts her classes on Monday. So I was like, dang, I'm dropping you off, and she about to hit the ground running with them classes because she has a full load with her classes. So I told her, she need any help, ask for help. You need tutoring, go tutoring. You make sure you do what you got to do. But I don't know. Oh, September 8th. Okay, yeah, I know. Yeah, because New York typically goes back after what, Labor Day. Yeah. Oh yeah, that monkeypox. No. Oh girl. Yeah, I need to go back to work. So I've been working on my resume because with me being a caregiver, I was not working because that was my full time. But since I am not in the caregiver role anymore, I don't have to worry. I have to get myself back in the in the working role. Okay. Oh, yeah. Hey, look, I told her if I always tell, like I told her, I said, if you're unsure about starting, a 4 year college, we can always go and start at the community, at the community college here. But she was, she was certain that that's what she wanted to do. So I was like, well, you make it possible, and we'll make sure you get there. But so now here's the thing. I have a college freshman, a high school sophomore, and a seventh grader. So I have no more babies. I have no more babies. I'm like, dang, what happened? Because my son, he just turned 13. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I really, truly have no more babies. So I was like, oh, I get to be ratchet in my 40s. Because my kids going to be, they're going to be old enough to where I don't have to, you know, make sure I got a babysitter or make sure, they get to school here. Yeah, no. I ain't got to worry about that. Because by the time my son gets to high school, yeah, I'm act up. By the time he graduates high school, I'm act up. I told him I'm gonna be that mom. But yeah, but but watching the kids grow up, it's been it's been interesting. I will say that because I've been growing up with them. So yeah. Oh, 21 and 22. Am I having baby fever? No, I am not. Hell no. Because okay, my sister is pregnant. So I ain't got no baby fever. I'll just borrow I'll just borrow my nephew, and when it's time to give him back, I'm like, here you go. Here you go. I'm done. But no, I am not having baby fever at all because I'm loving the freedom to be able to take the kids. Since they're older now, we can do a lot more and go, to a lot more places because when they were younger, I didn't have a problem taking them places, but I knew that especially with my son, he didn't like with my son and my daughter, they didn't really like crowded places. So going out to eat and stuff, I had to, time that strategically because, they didn't like large crowds or a lot of noise and stuff like that. So we had to figure out, okay, what's the best activity for them to do to where, they won't feel so, so they won't have all that anxiety and stuff. Because even now with my son, he still does not like large crowds and a lot of noise. He does well in school though, but you can tell he's overloaded with his attitude from the time he, gets out of school to when he's at home. He's very like when, because even when he's at home, he loves his personal space, and I try to give that to him, but not give him too much personal space to where I don't know what the hell he doing at all times. But I try to make sure, he's comfortable. But he for him to not like large crowds and a lot of noise, he does pretty good in school. I will give that to him. But I think it's because he's comfortable, but you can definitely tell when he's not very comfortable. But hell no, I ain't having baby fever. My sister got enough fever. Like I said, my little sister is pregnant, so I have a nephew on the way. She's due September. She's due in September, but I don't know. My nephew seemed like he impatient, like he trying to come now. I'm like, please don't come out now. Wait, let's wait till September. Okay, look, Bonita, look. Kids are a handful, and I'm pretty even if you don't have children, kids are a handful. Because these teenagers now will give you a headache, okay? And it's so different for the kids now because they're growing up in a world where, everything is so is how can I put it? They have a lot of weight on their shoulders, and with the way we grew up, we don't have to worry about the things that they have to worry about now. So I try to take that into consideration, but also like that's no excuse for you to think you can get away with certain things or act a certain way. But I have to make myself mindful that, in the world that they're growing up in was different from ours. So I have to make myself mindful when, you know, I'm talking with the kids and stuff like that. Oh yes, it does make you want to choke them because they think they can say anything and you are not gonna react a certain way. Like that whole gentle parenting stuff. I'm like, look here. Some of these kids don't understand what gentle means, okay? Because they will push you to the point to where you like, oh, you think I'm a punk. They will try the mess out of you. I'll be like, nah, my mom ain't raised no punk. You don't understand. I will knock you the hell out. Because I will say this: I have not had to hit my kids, but it's been times where I had to show them, hey, you stepping out of line, and I'm about to put you back in line. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to. I don't feel like holding this phone no more because YouTube, when you on live, YouTube makes you put your phone in portrait mode. You can't do landscape. I don't know why. I don't like it. Oh, excuse me. Yes, exactly, Bonita. We definitely have to set the standards and examples for them. And I mean, and I tell my kids, I'm not your friend. You know, I'm. I had to hit them with, I'm your mama, not your friend. I was like, oh Lord, I sound like my mama. I was like, dang, I do sound like my mama. I was like, Lord, I don't like that. I'm bad. But for the most part, I've been loving growing up with my kids. I'm glad I did. I used to kind of almost regret having them as young as I did because I was like, when I had them, I was still growing up myself, trying to figure stuff out, and then also trying to raise them and praying to God that I didn't, that I didn't mess them up, or that I'm not messing them up, or if I'm doing, I was like, am I doing something wrong? Am I not doing something? What am I not? Is this enough? Is this not enough? Like, it's hard when you're having kids at a young age, and then you're trying to nurture them and raise them up how how you think they should. you know it's just very hard when you're young and you're trying to raise kids and you're trying to grow up yourself. Because when I had my oldest, I just turned 18. When I had my second daughter, I had just turned 20. And then my son, I had just turned 22, 23. So yeah, you can, yeah, it was, I was like, damn, I don't even know who the hell I am. So, oh, that's right, Benita, and that is in the Bible. So, but for the most part, my kids are very. I don't really have any problems with my kids. I haven't really had it. I don't. Yeah. But I will say this: I'm not that parent that's naive. I know that my kids may act a certain way in front of me, and then when they're not in front of me, they may act a different way. So I'm not one of those parents who are like, my child would never. I'm not one of those, because I've seen that happen a lot of times where my child don't do this, they don't do that. But I'm like, you don't know what they're doing when you're not around. You don't know how they're acting, because kids, when they're smart enough and they know they can manipulate you, they will definitely use that to their advantage. And so when I would go into like the parent teacher conferences, I wouldn't even go in there and be like, they would never do. I always went in there with an open mind. Because if you tell me something, like my child is running around yelling and whatnot, and my kid comes home and be like, I wasn't doing none of that, I got to be like, hold on. Exactly, Antoinette. Like I said, that's why I I I I I do tell my kids, I trust them to be responsible. Like I said, you never know what your kids are doing when you're not present. You don't know how they're acting when you're not present. You don't know what they will and will not do when you're not present. All you can do is hope that they, use their heads to make the right decisions and go from there. Because you also have to remember, you know, their whole, they're individual, and they, sometimes they may not just listen to us. We can give them advice all day long, and sometimes they just won't take that advice. We can tell them, hey, don't do this, and they'll do it, and still. Because I've seen kids grow up in the same household and they be the complete opposite. Be like, wait a minute, y'all brothers and sisters, and y'all don't. Yeah, I know your mama ain't raised y'all like that, and you. So I will say that. I don't know. Parenthood is one of those things where you're not sure if you're getting it right. So parenthood is just one of those tricky things. But it's a fun journey. It's fun. It's been fun to see them grow up and become their own, person, and just, you know, going, going through the motions. It doesn't. I don't think it will ever come with a manual, because because even because I know all of my kids require different things. Hey, sugar. I know all my kids require different things from me. Like, like I always tell them, you can come and talk to me, come and talk to me. Sometimes they won't come and talk to me, and I completely understand. I'm not saying I'm mother of the year and I know everything, because I can be kind of, closed off or standoffish and stuff like that. My middle child, she acts, but she's also, she can be a little. That's my no limit soldier right there. But she told me something one day while I was talking with her, and I didn't realize that I was doing something that wasn't necessarily what she needed. And when she told me, I'm like, why would you tell me now? I wish she would have told me sooner. That way I could correct myself and stop, and start doing what she wanted, what she needed me to do. But but I had to explain to her, when I was growing up, certain things happened to me which affected the way I would react in certain situations with the kids. And I was like, it has nothing to do with you. It's all dealing with me. And so, she was like, oh, okay, I kind of, she kind of got it, but she kind of didn't, because I didn't really fully explain to her my experiences and what I experienced growing up. I just gave her a little bit of my experiences, because I explained to them. I said, this is the reason why I don't allow you to do certain things, or I don't want you to do certain things, because of what I've seen and what I've been through. So, yes, they are. Exactly, Benita. Exactly. So, it's like I said, I am far from mother of the year. I am the mother that I try to be the mother that they need, and they love mommy. Like I said, I don't know if I'm traumatizing them or something, but I told him, I said, if I'm doing something, I told him, I said, if I'm doing something that is not necessarily helping you, let me know. I will direct you to somebody who can help you. I tell them, they have safe havens. If they feel they can't talk to me, they can talk to my sister. They go talk to their uncle. They go talk to their daddy. They might not feel comfortable with talking to me about it, but they might feel comfortable talking with their daddy about it, or my sister about it, or their uncle about it. Or even my mom about it. And I told them, I said, you have safe havens. I don't ever want them to feel like they can't talk to any of the adults around them, because and I don't mind that. I don't mind them not telling me, you know, not being, because sometimes, they may not just feel comfortable telling you certain things, and I had to take that into account. Because I'm like, I'm mom, you should be able to tell me everything, but I also had to take that into account of that, yeah. I always tell them they have, yeah, they have safe havens, because we had but so many safe havens. Like growing up, me, my sister, brother, and we didn't have as many safe havens. We had maybe one or two people, but we also had to take into consideration that we can't tell these people everything. Yeah. And even like with my nieces and my nephew, I tell them, I said, hey, you don't talk to your mom, talk to me. You don't, I tell all the kids that are around us, don't ever feel uncomfortable. Don't ever feel like you can't talk to one of us. Yeah, I will tell my kids in a heartbeat. I don't understand. If I don't understand something, I will tell them I don't understand it. I will try my best to, but I don't necessarily sometimes, you know, I'm guilty of not being, of saying, hey, I'm not in a position to where I want to understand it, because it may sound ridiculous to me, but it may not sound ridiculous to them. Exactly, Antoinette, and that's why I try my best to tell them, to make them feel comfortable, but It's just difficult when it just sometimes I don't know, because some people may take certain stuff out of context with these institutions. And be like, I think your kid needs therapy. Bad. I'm so tired. I didn't even take a nap, but I'm wide awake for some reason. I'm usually taking a nap by now, but I'm wide awake. I ate breakfast. I think I've been up since about 3 this morning. Yeah, I don't know why. I've been up since about 3 o'clock this morning. I've been wide awake, which I'm surprised I'm not sleepy right now. So I know when I do take a nap, it's gonna be a nice long nap because I don't have to get my son until like 4:20. So and then my daughter, she's in band, so she has practice, and she doesn't get out of practice until 6 o'clock. So I got a nice free day. Girl, look. I feel my eyes getting heavy though, cause I'm like, okay, I'm sleepy. I feel the sleepiness, but I'm not sleepy. I have energy, but yeah, I know when I finally do crash, it's gonna be a good nap. I'm gonna have a good nap. Okay. Yes, it's quiet time, cause I've been in the house with them all summer, so all I've been hearing is YouTube, they music their music or whatever show they were watching at the time. That's all I've been hearing, or them thumping and bumping around in the house and stuff. But it's quiet now. Very quiet. Very, very quiet. I was gonna drive back to the house, but then I realized I would have to drive back to come pick my son up. So I'm just gonna sit at my sister's house because it's closer to the school. And my sister sleeps, so because her daughter is at school too. Yes. Oh my goodness. I got so tired of hearing my pantry opening and closing. I almost start to put a lock on there. I'm like, get out the dang on pantry. Cause my kids, for them to be as little as they are, they can eat. And I know I could eat. So we were going through snacks. we were going through snacks together. I was like, some got to give. I'd be glad when y'all go back to school. I'm tired of y'all eating all the dang on snacks. I mean, I heard my pantry open and close. You would have thought it was new stuff appearing in there every hour. I'm like, how many times you gonna go in the pantry? Because the beginning of the summer, what I would do is I would go to Sam's and I would, get them snacks and stuff and juices and stuff and water and make sure they had all they were pretty good to go. They went through that stuff like it was nothing. I was like, y'all can't be that hungry. Y'all cannot. There is no way you can be that hungry. I'm like, are y'all binge eating? Am I missing something? Cause I would cook. They would go through leftovers too, and I'd be like, y'all ain't got. They would eat the leftovers for lunch. So I'm like, by the time dinner came, they were hungry again. I'm like, that's the whole reason why I made all this food so y'all would have leftovers for dinner. Mm-mm. Yes, everything has gone up. I was like, dang. I was like, look here now, we on a budget. Y'all better chill out. This shit expensive. I'm like, this too much. I, I, I know Tony was tired of me asking for. I was like, Tony, I need this. He was like, I just gave you. I'm like, I still need it. I know you just gave it to me, but the children that we made, they ain't got no more snacks. But no, let me tell you guys what my kids did. So week before last, Was it a week before last? Yeah, week before last. I had went food shopping, and I told the kids make sure they got everything out of the car. And I don't check behind them after they take everything out of the car because I'm like, okay, they got everything. But this time, they did not get everything. Let me tell you what they left in the trunk of my car. So my garage gets pretty hot. Like, there's no air circulating through the garage. So it gets pretty hot. Like, ain't no air and nothing. So I go to the garage and I'm like, what is that smell? It's not clicking in my head. I'm thinking it's the trash can because they've been slacking on our trash service because they've been trying to work around trying to figure out how the trash schedule is going to go for our neighborhood. So I'm thinking it's the trash can stinking. So I go and clean out the trash bin, make sure, it's no lingering trash that got stuck on the bottom or something like that. Clean out the trash can. It's still stinking, and I'm like, what is going on? So I go to take. So me and my son, we had I was on the way to take him to get his hair cut. Now, mind you, I said I went food shopping week before last. So so that's so I went food shopping Thursday. It was Thursday because we had open house. So I went food shopping Thursday, and that was July the 28th. And then so Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Yeah. The 28th and then the 31st. They left a pack of chicken in the in the back of my trunk. Cause once I did my food shopping Thursday, I didn't move my car at all. Didn't take my car out the garage. I didn't go anywhere. So I had raw chicken sitting inside my car and sitting inside my trunk for damn near 3 days. Oh, as a matter of fact, yeah, cause we got his haircut. What day did I get his haircut? I'm trying to think of what day I got my. Anyway, it was raw chicken sitting inside my trunk for 3 days. It smelled like a forensic science lab in my garage and in my trunk. I was so mad. I'm like, oh, the smell. The smell was just horrible. Horrible. I was like, I'm gonna have to go get my trunk detail. I'm gonna have to go get my car detailed. Because there's no way I can get this smell out. I was pissed. Because keep in mind, it was at the time, because my daughter had, like I said, I just dropped my daughter off at school yesterday. So between the 18-year-old, the 16-year-old, and the 13-year-old, they all said, Mommy, we got everything out the trunk. It was a big ass pack of chicken. It wasn't a little pack of chicken either. It was a big ass pack of chicken with at least 10 pieces in it. The smell that came out of my trunk when I opened it was horrible. Luckily, it wasn't no maggots or nothing in there. I had caught it I had got it out my trunk just in just enough time. However, if it's not refrigerated, that stuff starts to break down. The acids and things like that starts to break down whatever container, that little styrofoam stuff that is in and whatnot. And like I said, since my car had been sitting in the garage, and when I say my garage gets heat, well, there's no air circulating through my garage, and then we stay in Georgia, so you can imagine between how hot it was in my garage and how hot my trunk was. Oh my god, I was so pissed. I was like, how am I gonna get this smell out my car? So I had them clean out my trunk. Febrezed, I baking sodaed. I did everything to try to get the smell out. I got the smell out. Thank God I got the smell out. But oh my goodness, the smell was horrible. Yes, I was so happy nothing was crawling because I just knew. I just knew. I just knew it was going to be a bunch of maggots and stuff, but it wasn't, thank God. But whoo, I was so mad because I was like, because I thought I had left the chicken at the store, and by the time we got, and so by the time I had looked in the freezer because I was like, I should go ahead and make that chicken now for dinner. So by the time I said that, I was like, where the chicken at? And my daughter was like, I don't know, you probably left it at the store. So I'm going along with her story, with her narrative. And I was like, you know what, you're probably right because we were rushing, because I was rushing to get home because it was raining at the time, and I don't like driving in the rain. So I'm going with her narrative. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna take it as a loss. I probably did leave it at the store. And the store is like 30 minutes away, like 30 minutes away. So I was like, I'm not gonna drive all the way back to the store, and we're home now and it's raining still. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna chalk it up as a loss. Whatever. No. That shit was sitting in my trunk, stinking. If meat could get any deader, it got deader. Okay. It was, oh my God, the smell of rotting meat that's been sitting in a hot ass garage will definitely make me think twice and make me check everything behind them now, because I can't go through that again. Cannot go through that again. Just nasty. Excuse me. Now I'm feeling the sleepiness. I need a new nose ring. This one is okay, but I just need a new nose ring because I need something I could pull out and then just plop back in. Because this one is a hoop, so it's easy to clean. It's just that sometimes when I'm having a scratch right here, I have to be mindful not to scratch too hard. But the smell that came out of my trunk, whoo! The smell that was in my car was horrible. I was like, oh my God, what is that? Oh, thank you. Yeah, I like this cut because I have no hair underneath here. Like, I had a Britney Spears moment, and I cut off all my hair. And then after I cut off all my hair, I realized what I did. I had a I called my sister. I was like, oh my goodness. My sister was like, calm down. It was one of those nights. But yeah, I'm totally bald underneath here. Like, it's all my hair is gone. It's growing back though, but like, I when I say I cut off all my hair, you would have thought when I cleaned, because my daughter had cleaned up the hair for me after I had my little Britney Spears moment. When she cleaned up all the hair and put it in the bag, you would have thought it was clothes in that bag. How much hair I cut off. Yeah. Yes, I'm bald underneath here. Hold on, I'll show y'all. Well, no, I think this part is glued down, but I think I can show y'all. Hold on. I will say this: my wigs fit a lot better. But yeah, this is how much hair I have underneath here. It was shorter than this though. It was like close. Like, when I first cut it all off, I basically had a fade because once I took the scissors to my length, I went in and I just started shaving my hair off. And I called my sister in panic mode, and my sister was like, "You need to get out of that damn house." When I say I called her in panic mode because I was like, "Oh my God, what did I just do?" I cried, of course. I was like, "Yeah, I need to find better ways to deal with shit." But I was like, you know what? It's hair to grow back. So what I'm gonna end up doing is I'm gonna go ahead and go to the barber and let him taper my sides down for me, and then I'm gonna get it colored. I was like, well, since I ain't got no hair, I might as well go ahead and let him finish it off. Oh yeah, my hair was about down to here, and now it's that much. But my hair was here, and now it's that much. I don't know. It felt good though because when I was driving, I had let the windows roll down. I was driving, and I felt the wind on my scalp, and it felt so good. So I was like, I might keep it. I might keep my hair this short. But of course, I got this wig on now, and I'm like, I don't know. I should let my hair grow. Once my hair grow back, I should just leave. I should just get it cut to this length. So I don't know. We'll see. We shall see when it grows back what I want to do with it. But for right now, I'm gonna go to the barber, let them taper these sides down for me, and then get it colored and just keep it short for a hot minute. Cause I'm kind of loving the freedom of just being able to what's the name? What's the Wave Nouveau? What is that? Yeah, the weight of I didn't realize how heavy my head felt when I had all my hair on it. But it feels so weightless now, like especially when I take my wigs off now. It feels so good because I could just run my fingers through it and it feels so good. I can get to I wash my hair. When I wash my hair now, it just feels so good because I don't have to worry about all that extra work of detangling and stuff like that. I ain't got to worry about it. It just feels so good. And it's less work. It's so low maintenance now. Less work. Oh, hold on, y'all. But it feels so good not having all that hair on my head. I'm glad my sister lets me freeload on her couch. It's so fun. It is so much fun freeloading on her couch. And tell me why I got all this damn. I need to clean up my purse for real. I got all this crap in here. I only got one pair of lips, and I got all these all these lip glosses in my purse. And got my car mix. But why do I have all this in my purse? Mm. Oh. Oh. That sounds interesting. Oh, that does sound interesting. I don't know. I like going to the salon. Getting when my hair was longer, I would like going to the salon, letting them wash it and condition it, and that was it. And maybe blow dry it every once in a while. But for the most part, I just really want them to wash and condition my hair. I don't really want them doing anything else, doing anything extra to it. Sometimes I would be like, all right, straighten it out for me. But because I was like, the maintenance of keeping it straightened and having to wrap it and stuff. No. Oh, I might have to check that out because that sounds nice. I'm gonna have to do my research on them. I don't, but here in my, I don't know if that's, I don't know if any of the stylists here in my city probably know about that just yet. Because a lot of them do like more perms and relaxers and sew-ins and even like the wig installs. So I would have to check that one out. Because I don't get my hair braided because I have my braided wigs. So I have not, I have never had a relaxer. Although now since my hair is short, I do want a perm. Because the perms, it'll relax your curls a little bit. And I kind of want to see, will kind of enhance your curls with the perm. So I kind of want to see how a perm would, how my curls will react to a perm. But if you go on my TikTok and you see, if you look at my review for the little for the sheeting wig that I was showing, you'll see I ain't got no damn hair in it. That was the day after I actually cut my hair. So yeah, you'll be able to see it. I was like, damn. And then also, if you go, or if you look on my TikTok where I do the show and tell for the Savage Online bra, that's like a week or two after I cut my hair. You can see how it grew out a little bit. Like it takes no time for my hair to grow back. It's been growing back pretty quick. So that's why I was like, let me go ahead while it's still short. Let me go ahead and get it tapered now. But yeah. I'm gonna give you another 10 minutes. I was like, I can come on live for like an hour because I haven't been on here. I don't know. I like the fact that of not doing a whole production of a video on YouTube now, because I don't know, YouTube has become one of those things where you just like, I don't want to do it. But now I have to do it because, like I said, I have a video I have to record for Love Me Hair. So I was like, I done committed myself to this video. I was like, let me go ahead and do it. I think what I'm gonna do is though, like with the synthetic wigs and stuff, if it's not something I want to review, I'm not gonna review. I don't care if it's the latest drop or nothing like that. I'm not gonna push myself to try to even get the latest wig or something because honestly, since I don't have any more sponsors like that with the synthetic wig companies, I would have to come out of my own pocket and yeah, no. Girl, the one that the water wave wig that Love Me just sent me is really nice. It's a 4x4 closure. It is 12 or 14 inches. It's really nice. It's really nice. I was like, oh, I like this one. And then I have a longer, I have a 14-inch 13 by 4 water wave. I've been loving the curly wigs. But I do want a nice. I want because for the fall, since we are back in football mode, I want a nice at least 24-inch straight red units, human hair. I've been rocking a lot of human hair units lately. Yes, I like TikTok because it's really what you make it. I don't post on TikTok every day, but I can post anything I want on my TikTok. Like I don't have to worry about, you know, I don't worry about the views and whatnot because I'm like, either you watch it or you don't, you don't. But TikTok is fun. I'm not, you know, I'm not, I haven't went viral or nothing like that on TikTok, but TikTok is fun. At first, I was against the whole TikTok thing, but I see the appeal of it, especially coming from, a YouTube standpoint where you have to make these long videos because they tell you the longer the video, the better audience retention and whatnot. But TikTok is cool. And in order to get on TikTok, you don't have to be like one of those super popular content creators. You can just be a regular person and your video go viral and you won't even realize it. But of course, if you get like 1,000 followers on TikTok, you can then monetize your content that you put on there. Yes. Y'all girls out in Texas, y'all heat is different from this Georgia heat. I was like, hell nah, you can't get me to go to Texas for nothing. Especially during the summertime. I know y'all heat is different from our heat. Our heat has a little moisture in it. Y'all got that dry ass heat that I would not want to deal with. It's dry and I know it ain't no fun. Yes. Either I want a reddish brown or a nice deep 99J human hair. But like I said, I want it bone straight and I want a middle part. That's what I want. I want a middle part. Bone straight 99J unit deep burgundy. Or either like the reddish brown. I don't know. The reddish brown, I don't know. It will kind of like wash me out. But a 99J always does me right. A 99J, I've never had a problem with a good 99J. As a matter of fact, I think I still do have I had purchased a red human hair wig. I still have it. I just have to straighten it out because it was a body wave unit. Yeah. I want at least 24, 26 inches. Nothing longer than that. But you know what? Shein has a Hey Dory, Shein has a human hair wig that's on there. That's a 99J, and it's in my price range too. So and I might just go on Shein and order it. I bet y'all are burning up over there. You can keep that. We finally just got back down to the high 80s. We were in the upper 90s and the hundreds. We finally just got back down to the high 80s. I take the high 80s over the high ass 90s and the hundreds. So, because like I said, because since school has started back, we are in football season. Our football season is getting ready to start for high school. So, and when their games come, it's still kind of warm at night when the games come. And being that I'm a band parent and part of the band booster club, we have to be there, girl. Sitting at them games and that humidity, will make you think twice. Okay, so I can just imagine how my daughter feels when she puts on her uniform. Oh, thank you, Dory. I could just imagine how my daughter feels when she has on her uniform and she got to sit there in them stands and play. I was like, I have a whole. I was like, girl. But them bleachers are so uncomfortable. I don't care if you do get them little seats to put over the bleacher. Them bleachers are still uncomfortable. I was like, only bad. That's the only thing I hate about football season is sitting in them bleachers because them things are uncomfortable. I was like, no, 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 no. But we have 12 games this year. We have a new band director. He's pretty cool. The kids like him. Because our band director we had last year, she retired. And so she living her life. But this new band director, the kids, at first they were a little, apprehensive because they didn't want a new band director. I was like, if she's retiring, of course, y'all gonna have a new person to come in and step in. It's not like she's gonna just gradually say, okay, she told us at the end of the year, when we did the end of the year concert. So they had time to, get their feelings out and transition. And we had band camp over the summer, so they met him for the first time and whatnot. So what is this? Oh, but yeah, I just want to come out here and tell y'all hey real quick. I'm about to get off because I've been out here for an hour. I'm about to get off and go find something to eat and probably take a nap since I'm free until 4 o'clock this afternoon, which is lovely. I'm like, I got the whole day to myself. This is probably why I need to go ahead and find me a job. So I ain't just sitting here not doing anything. I need to be making some money, especially now since I have a college student. So yeah, I need to be making some money and getting my life back together, keeping me busy. Because I notice the more I don't have anything to do, the more my mind starts to roam, and that's a bad thing. And since now the kids are at school, it's gonna be really quiet. And I don't know, for some reason when I get when I have that quiet and peace around me, my mind still starts to. Mm. So yeah, I just need to be busy. I'm gonna keep myself busy. So I'm going to find me either I'm gonna work from home. If I get hired from home first, then of course that's my ideal situation. But if I find something outside, the house, it'll still work for me. I don't care. I just need to be doing something to keep me busy. I need to be I need to be busy. Mm, I don't know about working for the school. Our school district, they backwards. They'll give me a headache. I be right because at first I was like, oh, I should do the substitute because they need substitute teachers, and I was like, oh, I could be a substitute teacher. Then I realized I like my kids, and I know how I am with my kids. I know I can't be like that with other people's kids, and I have to be, So I was like, yeah, that whole substitute teacher is out of the door, is out the window. Cause I can do. But then I thought about it, like, nah. Because sometimes when I'm doing, helping out with the band, I be like, do I want to be around y'all like that? No, I can't. And plus, when I do love I have never been in the office per se. I've always worked from home, and I like the fact that when you work from home, you have your own space. You don't have to worry about people aggravating you or getting in your personal space and stuff like that because it's just you. But then the downside to working from home is you work from home, you live there. So there really is no transition of I get to unwind and things like that because I'm still at home. So it has its pros and cons of working from home. I like front office, yeah. I've never, like I said, I've never been in an actual office setting. Um, Besides when I would go to work with my aunt, and because she was in accounting, so when I would go to work with my aunt, I would help her file papers and organize her files and things like help her organize her office and things like that. But like when I started actually working, I've always worked from home. I worked for Sprint. I was a escalation supervisor for Sprint. I've worked for Apple. I was a business advisor for Apple, working from home. I worked for Enterprise. I was a booking agent for Enterprise. Um, what was the other position I did? I worked for HSN. I was a order. I helped place the orders for customers. Like I've always worked from home, so I've never actually like worked in a full office setting like that. So I was like, do I really want to work around people? Because I've always been able to, thank God, I've always been able to have my own office setting in my own comfort zone. But I need to find something ASAP. And I know it's a lot of companies hiring from home now and stuff, and they have a lot. They have good hiring bonuses now too, especially with CVS. I think CVS has a bonus package now if you get hired on. I think they give you like $3,000, additional $3,000 on top of your hourly rate. So I've been looking at CVS. I've been looking at that position, see what it requires. But I have to work on my resume since my resume has gaps in it, and I need to definitely redo my resume and stuff. But I don't know. I wouldn't mind actually working in the office now. I wouldn't mind it. But then I was like, I got to think about that really hard because I need to be able to have enough time to take the kids to school and then log in or go to the office and then also be able to get out to get off in time to pick up my son and my daughter. So I have to kind of place it around their school schedule, and then also since they do extracurricular activities, I got to make sure I'm there to pick them up and stuff because Tony's schedule, and I also have to work around Tony's schedule too because um he works at night, so I have to make sure there's somebody at the house with the kids and we're not you know bumping heads too much. So that's why I'm leaning more towards finding something at home versus finding something outside the house, because that'll work better for me if I'm able to work from home, because I know most home positions I can kind of finesse it to where I can tell them what my schedule needs are, and they'll actually work with me. So yeah, that's what I am working on, so I can go ahead get back in the workforce. Like I said, I ain't been working for like a good 3.5 years now, so yeah, that's gonna be a transition for me too, cause I ain't been working like that, and I thank God that I'm still able, that I've you know been able to survive and things like that. So I am. Rashika, being look, for 3 years not working and then going back to work is hurting my soul because I'm like, oh God. But I know I have to go back to work. It's been nice having to chill and having my downtime, but now it's like I really got to go back. This seems so ghetto. I'm like, just give me just Lord, just bless me with $1 million every month, and I won't complain. But that struggle is real because I'm like, oh my God. I see what my sister goes through. I see what Tony goes through, and I'm just like, whew, I don't know if I want to deal with that kind of stress. But I know I have to go. I know I have to do something because I can't keep putting it all on Tony. And then with my daughter, with my oldest, being away at school, I was like, yeah, let me take my butt to work because she's not gonna work the first. She's not gonna work the first 2 years of school. She's gonna be able to just. I told her just focus on your freshman and your sophomore year. That's all you got to worry about. That's what I told her. So I was like, I'm gonna go back to work. Make sure she straight. Make sure her sister straight. Get some of the burden off of Tony. But yeah, we need that money. We need that money. Ooh, yeah, that 3 years. Cause I'd be looking at everybody like, oh, you gotta go to work. Oh, I'm so sorry. But yeah, 3 years of being able to, sit and, but I enjoyed it. It had the pros and cons. of, me not working. But I got to, be a caregiver. Look, I've been praying. I was like, Lord, let me find something to where I ain't gotta work that hard. Let it just be easy. I ain't gotta work that hard. It's not gonna be stressful. I've been praying for that kind of job because I was like, I don't want to do just because I was like, Lord, I'm going back into the workforce. Please let me find something that I ain't got to do that much work for. Okay, just give me something easy, stress free. I can log in, do what I got to do, log back out. I ain't got to be stressed about nothing. I ain't got to do no extra work, and it pays me at least $20 an hour. My sister was like, "No such thing as this." I was like, "I know it don't. I know it don't. I don't know. It might exist." I was like, "Let me stop," because I was like, let me just speak that into the atmosphere." And I just want to work maybe like 5 hours a day, not a full 8. That do sound good. $20 an hour, 5 hours. I'm off on weekends. I don't come. I'm off at least Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Don't come back to work. I work Monday through Thursday. That's what I need. Just ease me back in. I really honestly just want something part time. I don't want full time, but if full time is what I need to do, I'll do it. But I'd rather do part time. Honestly, since I am coming off of 3 years, I'd rather do part time to see how I can acclimate myself and accommodate what I need. But whew, the struggle is real. I'm just I'm just thinking about it. Mm, yeah. Oh, yeah. Look, when two or more agree. That's right, Rashika. When two or more agree. Private schools aren't so bad because, everybody know what they got to pay to get the results they want. Private school really isn't so bad, but we only have okay, let me tell you, we have 4 private schools here in my county. Well, yeah, here in my county. That's not too far away from my son and my daughter's school. But they like this. You don't see too many of us in those schools unless they know somebody who knows somebody. So I'm gonna just leave it at that. But you don't see too many of us in their offices. You see, yeah, you see them. And then also with the public schools here in our school district, we don't have too many like administrative assistants that are my age. They're all older. I'm like, what is it? Like every school that I've been to, they all have been older women in those positions. Like in my daughter's front office in at the high school, they're older. I was like, y'all ain't retiring no time soon. And then at my son's school in his front office, it used to be 2, but it's only one administrative assistant that's in there, and she's older. I was like, dang, does every school have older administrative assistants? But yeah, so. But then again, I could work in. I have been looking at being an office assistant, like at the local doctor's offices and hospitals, because here they don't require you to have to be like if you're only just if you're only setting like appointments and stuff, you don't have to have all the extra experience as far as medical coding and things like that. Um, But that also scares me too, especially with everybody, especially with COVID still being very present. I had COVID. I don't want that again. And then also with this whole new, I don't know if we can say it here on YouTube because YouTube will kind of strike you down, monkeypox. So that kind of scares me because my immune system is not the best, and anything can trigger it, and I can get very sick. So I was like, I don't know if I want to work in that kind of office, in like a doctor's office or dental office, because I'm like, yeah, girl. When I heard about that, I said, "Are you freaking kidding me? We can't go nowhere. We can't do nothing." I'm like, "What is it? Y'all trying to wipe us out?" And then the information about that particular situation, it's it's conflicting. It's also misinformation too about it. Exactly. When I seen the girl. She had it everywhere on her face, and they said it also affects. They said the long term effects from it too are bad. I'm like, long term effects? What you mean? So even after it has disappeared, I'm still suffering from it. No, I don't know if I want to. I don't want to deal with that. Y'all opened up a can. They opened up a new can of worms with that one. I was like, whoo. I told these kids when they go back to school, I was like, look, I understand you ain't see your friends in a couple of months, but don't be hugging on everybody. Don't be sharing nothing with nobody because you don't know what they doing. Y'all teenagers now. I don't know what y'all be doing. I don't know who y'all be around. Mm-mm. I was like, we gonna cut all that short. That scared me when I seen that. I was like, oh my goodness. And they say it could pop up anywhere on not just your face. It could pop up on your arms, your legs, your no region. Like I was like, are you kidding me? And then some reports are saying it's airborne now, and I'm like, I can't go outside and just breathe. Mm-mm. I was like, you ain't got to worry about me doing some crazy mess. Yeah, some people have the lesions inside. Oh, I'm like, why? What is going on? It's like they trying to take us out. I'm like, this is the way to do it. And they say it's so bad to where you're in excruciating pain and it's uncontrollable. So even if you do have like pain medicine and stuff, you can still your body will still feel like like oof. I was like, I'll stay in the house. I'll sit in the house. I'm mad. That is so scary though. I'm like, who came up with this stuff? Who? Mm-mm. And the cases are rising. And what my thing is, okay, the cases are rising. With that information, the kids are coming back to school. We as adults need to be very mindful. Some are not very mindful because you still have some who still don't think, the Rona is real. Exactly. Who started this mess? Because they need their ass beat. But you still have some people who think the Rona is not real still. And then they also don't think this particular one is real. So they're not taking the proper precautions. And I'm just like, at this point, if they're telling you this is going on, just go ahead and do what you got to do to make sure you don't get it and pass it on to people. So yeah, I wash my hands. If I have to wear a mask, I will wear a mask. If I got to spray myself down with Lysol, I will. This mess is scary though. I don't want to deal with that. I'm like, y'all can keep all that. I don't want it. Don't desire to have it. It's nothing. what they asked? Cause like I said, it's so much conflicting information about it. And then you have the ones who, of course, are saying, you know, oh, that. Was that what they were working on? That is a good question because even though they say they don't do animal testing with those, they do animal testing, but they say they do it on rats. I don't think that is real. But why would you use, I'm like, what? Oh, that is a good question. What did happen? Why did they have a truck full of monkeys? You might be on to something there. Why did they have, were they going to a zoo or something? See? You don't know what these people working on. You have no clue what they be working on in some of these facilities. And that's the scary part because they make the the technicians and the scientists and everybody else sign you know the NDAs, and then they have to keep that confidentiality. Oh, they did? Well, oh, see, you can't trust them. You cannot. See, now you gonna have me looking. When I'm on the highway, I'm gonna be looking at all these trucks transporting these animals. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. Nope. And see, we live by a military base. And y'all already know these military bases be having their own little secrets. So I don't trust these military bases whatsoever. Because as a matter of fact, I'm not too far away from Fort Gordon. And I don't like going on Fort Gordon. I do not. But my mother goes to the hospital. My mommy goes to the hospital on base. And that's where her doctor's at. And then when she be like, "You gonna take me to the doctor?" I'm like, "I really don't want to take you because I don't like going on base. It's it scares me, even though our um our military base is more cybersecurity. Um, but I still don't trust that. I'm like, what else they had? Because it's a huge fort. So they do be doing stuff. I don't trust them. I don't trust them because you don't know what they be doing. Like, because like late at night, all you hear sometimes late at night, I can hear their planes and stuff going over the house, and it's been happening more and more frequently lately. Usually, you hear maybe like one or two, out the week, but it's been happening like almost every night now, and they'll fly over the house, and I'm like, what y'all get ready to do? I was like, I don't want to stay close to base no more. They scared the hell out of me. I have no trust in them whatsoever. I'm like, y'all can keep that. Nope, 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 nope. I do not. I don't care how cheap it is to go shopping on base. I don't care. I don't. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go. Yeah, I'm gonna take my nap now because now I'm sleepy. But thank y'all for coming here and chatting with me. I'm gonna go ahead and lay down. And I should have bought my bonnet, and I know my sister ain't got no damn bonnet over here. I'm gonna just start bringing like my comforter and stuff and my pillow. That way it can already be here when I come to my sister's house. Bring my cover, my socks, my pillow, my bonnet. I need to put a toothbrush over here. That way I ain't got to go back to the other house. Yeah. But I'm gonna go ahead and go. I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all will see me in a video soon, like an actual review video soon. But I'll talk to y'all later. Bye. I don't never know how to end this mess.